What's up guys, my name is Jack, you're watching JBTCG, and today I'm going to show you every single Pokemon product that I invested in over the month of March. I'm also going to have a couple products from February since I never made a video recapping all of the things I bought in February, and I wanted to show you guys what I ended up getting. I started this series and made these videos to be transparent with everyone and show you guys that I am actually buying what I'm preaching. I'm doing what I say. Now, I know the market has kind of changed and it's a little bit more divisive now and people are getting upset basically at everybody, collectors, investors, scalpers, flippers, everybody. And if you're upset at me right now for investing in Pokemon, that's understandable. There's lots of tension in the hobby and lots of blame to be thrown around. But just know this isn't something I picked up in the past 3 months to make a quick buck, and I'm not here in Pokemon to make a quick flip. I've been doing this for a while and I intend to continue doing this for a while in the future. But with that all out of the way, let's get into what I picked up. Our first product here is the Prismatic Evolutions mini tin displays. I got these on Walmart.com. I managed to order them online in the short window that they were available. And these, I think, are such a cool product. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of mini tins or mini tin displays, but this one, the artwork on this is great. You get every single evolution, just all around. It's a really, really nice product. And I'll show you guys the back. Like everything about this is just, there's nothing on the bottom, but everything about this is such a good product. And I only paid, I think in total was $102 for each of these. So in total, $204. And if you're wondering, that is in fact at MSRP. So I did get very lucky picking these up. And inside you get 8 mini tins in total, which adds up to 16 packs of Prismatic Evolutions. So 16 packs for around $100. That's a really good deal. I intend to have these for a long time. I think they're going to be a good long-term hold. I have really no intentions of flipping these and selling them in the near future. But overall, I really just want to show these because I think they're super unique. And also this gradient on the front is it's just so nice. The Prismatic Evolutions products, the whole product lines, they're really, really aesthetically pleasing. And it's just unfortunate that there's such a shortage in all of them. And also the last thing for these is that the market price for each is around $210. So market price around $420. I spent around $204. All right, next item is going to be my Journey Together ETBs. These are from Best Buy. I opened it, removed my packing slip. But as you can see, regular ETB, you got that beautiful End Zoro promo here. And all these, I guess we'll look at the condition. All right, for all of them, they look pretty good. The corners are clean. Like there's a little dent in the side of this one, but the actual seals on them are still intact, which is basically all I really care about. And dude, this is such a nice ETB. Man, like the Zoroark, one of my favorite Pokemon, honestly. I'm a big Gen 5 fan, so N, Zoroark, the lore between them, the whole fan theory that they're the same, all that stuff. Really happy to see them get some love. Because I feel like we haven't gotten much Gen 5 love in the Pokemon TCG, basically at all in the past. I mean, it's been a long time since we've gotten some good cards from them. Like the last time we saw a good N card, I think was with N Zekrom back in, I believe it was Brilliant Stars. So super hyped to get these. These were all at MSRP on BestBuy.com. So in total, it cost me, I believe it was $155 or $56, including tax. And for an investment, I want to talk about Journey Together in general. I believe these are good investments, but I don't think they're going to be outstanding. This isn't going to be your Prismatic Evolutions. This isn't 151. This is a much more, I don't want to say lower tier set, but the amount of chase in this set is much lower. We can see the singles are dropping in price by the day, and I assume they will continue to drop into the next week following the release day, because I'm filming this the day after release on the Saturday. So I think as we see more of these in the wild and more people get their hands on them, prices for the sealed products like the ETBs will kind of dwindle. They'll kind of decrease a little bit in price. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them in the mid to high 70s. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see booster boxes down closer to 210. Overall, it's a great set and a great ETB. As a sealed display product, this thing is outstanding. It outshines almost all the other ETBs from the Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield era. So I think sealed collectors will be looking for this for years to come. And if you're curious, market price for these is right around $90, $95. But I assume by the time I edit this, it'll actually have dropped even more by then. So it'll probably be closer to like $80, $85. So our next product here is the Journey Together Pokemon Center ETBs. I did manage to get 2 on pre-order from the Pokemon Center, and here they are. Each of these I got for MSRP, which was $60, which is an outstanding deal, and this is such an outstanding looking ETB. Just like the regular ETB we have here, the gradient looks amazing, and I really I love everything about these ETBs. So right now, we've seen that these are dropping drastically in price, and I think I'm gonna make a video talking about them, and talking about why I think it's a good investing opportunity. So I'll probably go more into depth on that in a separate video. But what I wanna say is that these Pokemon Center ETBs are probably gonna perform exactly like Prismatic Evolutions did, but on a lesser scale. So Prismatic Evolutions, they were like $400 on pre-release, then a ton got onto the market as soon as release day came around and everybody got them. And then they dropped drastically in price, like $150 from their pre-release price to the week after release price. And what we've seen with these is that they were like $300 to like $275 on pre-release, and then they dropped to $150. But after that, Prismatic Evolutions Pokemon Center ETBs creeped back up in price because, well, more people weren't listing them because basically they all switched hands. The people that bought the Prismatic Evolutions Pokemon Center ETBs the week after release at like $260 on eBay, they weren't relisting them. So then with less supply in the market, the price started to creep up, and I think we'll see the exact same thing happen here. I've seen a lot of eBay accounts where people, like, they have 0 other things they've sold. This is like one of the first things that they've ever listed because they're new to the Pokemon TCG, they're getting into flipping, they wanna make a quick buck, so they just wanna lock in profits immediately and they're not thinking long-term at all. So I think buying them now on the secondary market, even though it's like 2.5 times MSRP, it is still a good deal because in 2-3 years, I can't imagine that these are below $250, even $300 at that point. And I promise you, I'm not just spouting. I actually just picked up another Pokemon Center ETB on eBay for the markup price or scalper price, whatever you want to call it. And I'll probably end up picking up another 1 or maybe even 2 more, and I'll show you guys in next month's video. And if you're thinking about waiting out for a restock on the Pokemon Center for these, I wouldn't hold your breath. They haven't made an official statement. There's nothing on the Pokemon Center website indicating that these will ever get restocked. And normally with Pokemon Center ETBs, we don't ever see a restock. Prismatic Evolutions and Destined Rivals are gonna be, I think, separate deals because of the hype and demand around them. This one, no indication of a restock, so I don't think we'll ever get one. The next product we'll quickly touch on is the Prismatic Evolutions booster bundles. I got these from the Pokemon Center. I had pre-ordered them back in November, and they came in right at the beginning of March, I believe. So these cost me, I think it was $27 and some change, and after taxes and all that, per booster bundle. So in total, this was, I want to say like 170, that sounds about right. But 6 packs in each, basically got a booster box worth of Prismatic Evolutions here for a really good price. I'm a big fan of the design on the front. I like that you get all the evolutions, and as I said earlier, the gradient that they tried to employ on these looks really, really nice. It's very small, compact, so your value is dense. So if you're worried about storage, this isn't going to take up a ton of space like ETBs or collection boxes might. So overall, super good product. Happy I picked some up and I got a great price on it. The last items we have here are my Journey Together booster boxes from All Poke TCG. And they've always sold me legit products. The only thing they have lackluster is their packaging, as you can see here. But we'll take these out and take a look at them. So I ordered 3 on pre-release. I did also get all of these at MSRP, which I was very pleased about. This was kind of before the massive influx of hype. Like, I know Prismatic Evolutions brought a lot of hype into the hobby, but Destined Rivals really amplified it like to another level. So I would have pretty much no hope of getting booster boxes or this stuff at MSRP at this point, or at least getting 3 of them. But fortunately, the hype was a little bit lower, so I was able to get in on these on pre-order. And they are, in fact, the enhanced ones, which come with the Ends Reshiram promo, which I think is super cool and super unique. And it doesn't look like they're doing that for Destined Rivals, so I wonder why they just are doing it for Journey Together. It seems kind of random. Maybe it's because they showed that Ends Reshiram as like a teaser back, I think it was at Worlds over the summer of last year, but no real idea. These are super cool. I love Journey Together as a set. The wrap here is, I mean, it's whatever. It's it's a booster box wrap. There's a lot of variants in them. And if you're ever worried that a booster box is fake, and you're like looking at the wrapping and it's loose, lots of times these come really loosely wrapped or really poorly wrapped. It doesn't mean they're fake. I'd look at the Pokeballs, I'd try and look at the packs on the inside, make sure they actually match up. But most of the time you actually have nothing to worry about if the wrap is like off or really, really baggy. So let's talk market on these booster boxes. Right now on the secondary market, they're right around $240 a booster box. I think as the release day comes around, or the week after release day comes around, I think they'll drop maybe 10-15%. I don't think they'll go up, but then in the long run, I think these enhanced booster boxes will go up in price because, I mean, it's a great concept. You get such a really cool promo card with it. And Journey Together is a great set. I see a lot of negativity around it, a lot of people calling it mid and all this stuff, but people called a lot of other sets mid. They called Stellar Crown mid, and that set is performing extremely well. Paradox Rift was considered extremely mid and no one wanted to touch it. Even LGSs in stores, they weren't buying it for $90 a box like 4 or 5 months ago. They were just ignoring it. But right now, Paradox Rift is like $190 a box. So don't really listen to what everyone has to say. There's a lot of noise in the Pokemon space and the Pokemon TCG hobby. I think these are a good investment. Do I think they're going to double in the next year? No, absolutely not. The Pokemon company would not let that happen. So if you have your hopes up thinking that this is going to double from 240 to 480, it's not going to happen. I think these will be pretty stable. And I think in the long run, 4 or 5 years from now, these will be looked back on pretty fondly because it's a great set. Really cool, unique promo in it. But I am curious to see if you guys agree with me or if you think Journey Together is a bad set and it will just be overshadowed so much by the other sets surrounding it like Prismatic Evolutions and Destined Rivals that no one will want it long term. All right, now the last product I picked up for this month was the Charizard EX Super Premium Collection. And I got these from Sam's Club. They were $52.50 after taxes and shipping was free. So really good price. You get, I think, 10 booster packs in total with Twilight Masquerade, Stellar Crown, Paradox Rift, and I believe Temporal Forces. Yeah, Temporal Force. Oh, and is that Obsidian Flames? No, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping out. Maybe it is. No, I think it is Obsidian Flames. I think that's River Room. And then you get Charizard EX promo, Charmeleon, and a Charmander with that Cosmo Holofoil. And then you get this super cool Charizard statue, which is actually a card holder as well. So it's all really cool. $52 for this for 10 packs, a couple promo cards, and then a really cool statue, which I think will have a lot of demand long term. Overall, I think this is a super good sealed product. The only issue is it takes up a lot of space, as you can see here. So if you're confined for space and you're thinking about investing in these things, I would probably move to something like the booster boxes, which take up, as you can see, significantly less space, and there's way more value in them. But if you have the space and you're looking to pick up something new, this is really cool. Displays really nice, like the outer like packaging and stuff with the flames and everything. It's a killer product. So in total for the 4 of them that I bought, I spent $210, which I'm not going ham on these. I'm not gonna buy up a ton of them thinking that they'll go to the moon. But it's a nice little product to diversify what I've invested into. But that's all I got for today. Let me know down in the comments what you think of my investments. Also, let me know what you guys picked up. I'm really curious to see if you picked up some Prismatic Evolutions, you got lucky on the restocks, maybe picked up those EV 2-pack blisters for the Pokemon Day. I did not get lucky. I did not manage to get any of those. I wish I was able to pick some up, but sometimes you just don't get lucky. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching and stay safe out there.